Hey guys, this is Marching Memory Cinema, or we might post this on other stuff as well. That's my YouTube channel. But this is a quick update, and we are just going to give you guys an explanation of how I'm going to edit and release episode 1 of the Fallout Chosen One fan film. So real quick, what Fallout Chosen Fan Film is, the film slash series, it starts as a series and later we'll edit it into a film, is it takes place 16 years later after the events of Fallout 2, following the Chosen One, which was the main playable character from Fallout 2. And so the story is going to be following his story post Fallout 2 game. And he is not the same Chosen One from the game. He's been more war-torn, seen life. He's settled down. He has a wife and he has a daughter. And he's trying to look for his daughter that was kidnapped by the 13 Dusters Raider gang that raids in the area of Oklahoma. So he's travels all the way where the game originally takes place is in California and it ended in New Aurora in California and in the community of New Aurora. And basically he leaves that area and heads all the way to Oklahoma, a region in the Fallout world we haven't explored yet. So a question might be is, what are we going to do with the first episode? How is it going to be edited? How am I going to release? And there's two answers to that. One is I can technically start editing the project now, but I'm not going to be able to finish all of it at once. Does that make sense? The reason why I'm not going to be able to finish the whole project at once is there's two things I need to do. One is I need to edit. I need to be editing. I can only edit like the first part of the film only, if that makes sense. I can only edit the first part of the film. And so I can get like for the first, there's going to be a battle scene that's going to be pretty cool. And that's how the film's going to start out with action. But then there's supposed to be more scenes that I actually have not filmed. So I won't be able to edit this until I film it. And it's just my character walking around the wasteland plains of Oklahoma. So that means I'm going to try to prioritize those scenes of me just walking around the wastelands of Oklahoma, or I might call those scenes the spear walking scenes, because that's the first weapon that our character starts out with, the chosen one that I'm playing. So I've already filmed a few of those walking scenes. I want to do more. There's supposed to be like a sign that says welcome to the wasteland plains of Oklahoma or something like that. And there's going to be a sign that is in the film. So I'm going to film my character next to that sign when I get the chance. So all of that may be able to be filmed on possibly Black Friday. We'll see how things go with that. Or we might end up filming the merchant scenes. We'll see how Black Friday goes. But the point is, I got to film those. But technically, I could start editing the first episode now. I just couldn't go too far with it, if that makes sense. Number two reason why we can't be able to complete the whole episode is our narrator. We have a narrator, like in the video games, most of the Fallout video games have a narrator that begins an introduction to the video game, and then there's a narrator that narrates the end story, and it has like slideshows. So we have a narrator that I think is going to do an excellent job. I'm just kind of waiting on him to narrate. And when he narrates at least the introduction section, then I can start editing that narration and work on the introduction, if that makes sense. So one is a little bit more filming, like 5 or 10% is done. That's 5 or 10% is left to be filmed so that we can be able to, put it out there. And then number 2 is our narrator. That's what's holding us back. I can technically start editing it now. Now, I do need to go with my other post-apocalyptic series not related to Fallout called Black River. I do need to edit at least the previously on, you know how like series will go previously on. We're not doing that, by the way, with the Fallout series. I don't want to go that direction. We're not going to do the previously on stuff. I know that helps people, but we're not doing it with this. Because eventually it will all end up being a full-length film anyway, so I'm editing it in a way where it can be like that. So I hope that helps you. That's our plan. So the question is, when are you going to be able then to see the first episode of the film then? And when are we going to see it? The simple answer to that is we'll be able to see maybe, this is a guess, an estimate, but perhaps somewhere around the beginning of 2026. I can't give exact months or dates because that's just unfair on me and you. Puts too much hopes up on like Pacific Days, and then you get disappointed because it doesn't happen. I've had to learn the hard way about that, and I just got to set realistic expectations on myself on that. So I hope that answers your question. That's how we're going to get it done. I can technically start editing it today, but I kind of need to work on the Black River previously on before I start doing that. So that's your update, quick update. All right, you guys have a good day.